All right, guys. Microsoft recently refused to buy Bitcoin, and Amazon is coming up for a vote as well. Now, some of you might be wondering, Bitcoin's a good ROI. Why would these big tech companies refuse to buy Bitcoin? Now, notably, Amazon is a little bit more brave than Microsoft. Microsoft's investors have traditionally been a lot more conservative, where Amazon has been a lot more liberal with their buying power. And they are more likely to buy than Microsoft. But let's not forget, Microsoft voted for, with 99.49% of its voting power, spurred on by the board, to not buy Bitcoin with their treasury. That might sound kind of weird. MicroStrategy's done really good with it. So why wouldn't Microsoft and Amazon do the same? Well, one is the size of their company and the size of their treasury. They're many times bigger than MicroStrategy, at least right now. Maybe when Bitcoin goes up to like hundreds of thousands of dollars, they won't be. But right now they are. They are both multi-trillion dollar industries. I think Microsoft is like 2 point something trillion. Amazon's like 3 trillion or something like that. So the relative increase to their treasury size with a small allocation wouldn't actually be all that much. But the other thing is that they actually have other uses for that money. They're not like MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy, their entire business is basically buying and maintaining Bitcoin. That is not true with Microsoft or Amazon, as many of you would know. Because think about it. Microsoft and Amazon, they're actually actively developing products, and they have to invest in new technologies and new innovations to keep their company going. MicroStrategy is not like that. Yes, they have a security product, but that security product has been losing money for a long time, and their entire business is essentially buying, keeping, and hoping that Bitcoin goes up. It's essentially what Michael Saylor does these days. Microsoft and Amazon, Amazon has like Amazon Cloud. They're both developing AI right now, and that takes a lot of investment, and all that investment comes from their treasury. So to keep their company well funded without having to take up too much debt and to keep their treasury positive, they have a lot more apprehension in buying something like Bitcoin, because they might not be able to hold it for 5 or 10 years. They actually might need those funds a year from now, 6 months from now, to actually invest in new innovations or pursue new projects. So, if they invest now, they don't really know if it's going to be up from the current price 6 months from now. They definitely don't know if it's going to be up from its current price like a year or two from now, where we could actually be in the bear market. Whereas and also Bitcoin is not a yield generating asset, which means unlike other coins, you can't really stake it and make more Bitcoin, which they can sell to refill your treasury. So maybe they will actually consider something like Ethereum, Solana, or something that you can actually stake, perhaps with USDC, to get a yield return. And by getting a yield return, on-chain yield return, they can actually justify a smaller investment. So those coins with a yield return on staking, not yield farming. Yield farming is way too dangerous for these companies, but like actual just staking of a big coin with a stable coin like USDC offering a decent return, maybe that will actually get them, because then they can justify it to their investors more because they actually have an annualized return. Right now, without an annualized return and the prospect that they might actually need that money 6 months from now to pursue like a new AI project or like a new software project, because all these versions of Windows and stuff, they take a lot of money to build. That actually has them like on their toes about investing in a volatile coin like Bitcoin that might guarantee profits in every 4-year cycle, but cannot guarantee profits or profitability or any kind of yield 6 months or a year down the line. So if you're thinking about it that way, that's why those coins won't invest in Bitcoin right now, because it is a very big risk for them. They don't want to hold on to it for 5 or 10 years. They want to have liquidity within a couple of months. They don't want the coin to be down in a couple of months. And plus, Bitcoin itself offers no active yield, like a bond or something like that with a discount. They're obviously not going to buy MicroStrategy's bond either, because it's basically a 0% bond it's basically a call option, and you can demand cash back in 2028 and 2029, but they don't want their money locked up that long. So if you're wondering why they voted so overwhelmingly to reject Bitcoin, and why Amazon, despite its kind of like liberal pretense or liberal tendencies, for investing might actually reject Bitcoin as well. That is why. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.